Welcome to surface area of pyramids and cones. This is in geometry lesson 11.3, and our learning target today is that we're going to find the surface area of a pyramid and a cone. So let's begin with a pyramid. Let's start with some definitions for a pyramid. As you can see, I've got a pyramid here. Okay, a pyramid is a polyhedron in which one face, the base, can be any polygon, and the other faces, the lateral faces, are triangles that meet at a common vertex called the vertex of the pyramid. Okay, what in the world does all that mean? Okay, first we have a base. We will have only one base with a pyramid and a cone. Your base can be any polygon. Okay, in this shape, in this particular picture, we have a hexagon, a base that's a hexagon. Okay, you have base edges. You have an altitude that goes straight up the center, okay, the center of the polygon straight up to the vertex. You will have sides. The sides are called lateral faces again. And down through the altitude on this side is actually called a slant height, and we'll get to that in just a minute. All right, we have a base edge, and we have lateral edges. Okay, and also lateral faces. The triangles are called lateral faces. All right, so a regular pyramid, let's go and look at a regular pyramid is the kind that you're going to see most often, and that's a pyramid where the base is, all the sides are the same. Okay, I want to look at a slant height. A slant height is, if you will take the pyramid and take a lateral face, the face on that lateral face, the altitude of that triangle is called the slant height, and that's going to be very important. Okay, so the altitude of that lateral face is the slant height. All right, the altitude of the actual pyramid is straight down the middle, as I said just a moment ago. All right, that's your height or altitude. So let's take a look now, if you'll scroll on down in the notes. Okay, your lateral area and surface area of a regular pyramid. Okay, your lateral area, that's the area of all those lateral faces, all of these faces, and you're going to have, in this case, 4 of them. Your lateral area is 1/2 PL, 1/2 of the perimeter of the base, so you're going to have to add the base all together. Add the perimeter of the base, take that times the slant height. So it's 1/2 PL. 1/2 PL. So let's do that in example 1. Let's go down if you can see that example. Okay, in example 1, we want the lateral area. Lateral area. Okay, it's 1/2 PL. All right. Okay, it says it, whoops, your base edge is 5. Okay, the lights went out. Okay, here we go again. All right, so the base edge is 5, so it looks like our perimeter is going to be 20. It tells us that the slant height right here is 3. Okay, so we're going to have 20 times 3 divided by 2. All right, that's going to give us 60 divided by 2, which is 30. Okay, so your lateral area is 30. Okay, so again, remember, lateral area is 1/2 PL. All right, let's go back up and look at surface area. Now, surface area is the total area of all the surfaces. So that's your lateral area plus 1 base. So your surface area equals lateral area plus the area of 1 base. Okay, so your lateral area we already have to be 30, and we're going to add 1 base area to that. All right, the area of the base in this case is a square, so 5 times 5 is 25. So it's 30. So it's 30 plus 25, which is 55. Okay, I think that we will save example 1B for class. Okay, but the key now is that what you want to remember is that your lateral area, if you will go ahead and box your formula there. Lateral area, 1/2 PL. Surface area, lateral area plus base area. All right, let's flip to the back. Okay, on the back, I want to look at a cone. All right, on a cone, you'll notice that on a cone, Cone is pointed like a pyramid, but its base is a circle. All right, so your base is a circle, and your height again, your slant height is right along the edge. Okay, your base, your radius. Okay, so we'll call that the altitude. All right, and this is your slant height. And let me fix that so you can see. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Lateral area in this case. In other words, if you wrap it, if you would wrap the cone, not including the base, your lateral area is pi RL. Pi RL. Okay, so let's go down and let's look at the first example. Example 1, lateral area, pi RL. So pi times the radius of 15 times your slant height of 25. Okay, 15 times 25, okay, that's going to be 250. 15 times 25, does anybody have that in their head? We'll do that real quick here. And it looks like we're going to also just leave it in terms of pi, so this one's not going to be too hard. 375 pi. Okay, that's for lateral area. Okay, now we need to find surface area. Let's talk about surface area for a minute. Surface area is lateral area, and how many bases do we have? Just one. So when we talk about surface area, we're talking about the lateral area, we're talking about all the area. So we have the lateral area around it, and then we have the one base. Okay, so your lateral area is 375, and we have one base. So the base is a circle, so the base is pi r squared. Okay, 15, so we're going to have pi times 15, whoops, this was pi right in here, 15 squared. So we have 375 pi, that's your lateral area, plus the base area, which is 15 squared times pi. So 375 pi plus 15 squared is 225 pi. So add those together, you're going to get 600 pi. Okay, and that's how easy it is. All right, let's see, we have enough time. Let's do one more. Okay, we have a funnel. The funnel is in the shape of a cone. How much filter paper do you need to line the funnel? Okay, how much filter paper do you need to line the funnel? Okay, so that means you want lateral area because you do not want to cover the top of it. Just line the cone. So lateral area again is pi RL. Okay, pi times r, the radius. Okay, the radius is 4 because the whole diameter is 8. And the lateral area, ooh, we don't, or your L, which is your slant height. Okay, we don't have the slant height, do we? Okay, so if this is 4, you can see where this is going. You have a right triangle, don't you? So you have this right triangle for 7.5, and there's your x. So we have 4 squared plus 7.5 squared equals x squared. So x squared equals, all right, and we're going to have to work that out. We have 16 plus, whoops. Okay, so we're going to have 16, which is 4 squared, plus 7.5 squared. Okay, that's 72.25. And of course, we're going to take the square root of both sides. Okay, so as we take the square root of that, we'll try that again. I seem to hit the wrong button. Okay, 72.25. Take the square root. Okay, and it's 8.5, so x equals 8.5. All right, so then x is your L, which is your slant height. All right, so that's 8.5. So we have 8.5 times 4 times pi. All right, we'll go ahead and do that on the calculator. Okay, pi times 8 times, times 8.5 times 4. Okay, I got 106.814. All right, and that's going to conclude your notes then on pyramid and a cone, finding surface area and lateral area. Thank you for watching.